going in like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read it, nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down. Tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Deputy Ranger, Deputy Ranger. Check, 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 check. Mustang 19. Hurt, hurt. Street, street.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Trap 50. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check, check it.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Ready? Press all 80. Panther 11, Panther 11. Dragon 60.
Throwing now is Gino. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a third and very long. Out of the gun, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Now here's Michael Dixon, and no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On first down, Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Tolbert, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form. I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning. Here's Smith now on second down. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the gun, it's Carr. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now here's Ross. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this...
Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly trying to score every snap, especially in the first few plays of any series. And a big score like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 7-7, our score after 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
He gets this to Davante Adams. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams, 67 yards.
And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
95 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
18, fight in.
After the run, Smith going to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, the offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Carr now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Second down and 3.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
A Raider first down, 17 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack.
They'll send the tight end in motion. To throw is Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. The kick by Carlson is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, They may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
From the gun on third down, Smith. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Ready? Rig!
On fourth down, Smith. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Carr going to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Let's go now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
To throw again on second down, Smith.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
18
Throwing on third down, Smith. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here we go on 4th. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Walker. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Check, smash, check.
On second and goal, Smith sliding out of the pocket. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Myers for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he's across for 2 points. What a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to air one out. He's got him in, complete. And with just one, they'll call it. We'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
19. Hey, smash Broncos! Go, Reed, go! Trap 50, trap 50!
Geno now to throw. No, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 40.
No running backs in the backfield to help pass protect. All the receivers in their patterns. These are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Seahawks 15.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
Smith. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Check. Panther 11, Dragon 60.
They snap it to Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward to about the 26 here.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
18 Cardinals. Hey.
It's caught. Lockett. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Smith. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run. Walker.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and through by Myers, as this gets him back within a touchdown on a 2-point conversion. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Lets this go for Renfro downfield.
Critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Hurt! Right there, hurt! Come back, team!
Now Gino.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a much needed. Have to get a touchdown out of this drive, but the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready?
Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Hurt. 65 catch. Buffalo 18.
Throwing now is Geno. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Let's go now. 19 White. 79 Broncos. 18 Pioneers. Street. 19 strike. 60 Maverick.
Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal?
And it'll be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. 50 yards on the ground for him so far. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Carr. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr out right. He finds Tolbert.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Josh Jacobs.
His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Divine Diablo. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Play action. Now it's Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Las Vegas,
they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year.
Come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the dirt, out the block. I was already sold, I don't work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental line. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I played it out the foot. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental line. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
Convoy, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental line. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm stepping. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavor.